be all you need, yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's come to order. It is 6:30 p.m. on October 11th, 2018. City Secretary, could you call a quorum?
Yes, Alderman Fillinger,
Present.
Alderman Garcia,
Present.
Alderman Tremblay,
Here.
Alderman Rapino,
Here.
Alderman Thomasini.
Here.
There's a quorum present.
Thank you. Everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Maintain on your hats, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, we have mayor's message. We have a general election and it will be held November 6, 2018 at Freedom Elementary for the following city positions: Mayor, Alderman Place 1, Alderman Place 2, and Alderman Place 4. And early voting also starts on October 22nd and it ends November 2nd, and will be held at designated locations, so check your election office website for those specific locations. I would like to say it's been an honor to serve the city of Sandy Oaks. I'm sure our aldermen agree, and we would like for you to come out and vote, make your voices heard. So please exercise your right to vote. Number 4, citizens to be heard. This item will be open for up to 30 minutes, and with 3 minutes for each speaker. If there are more than 10 speakers, each will be given 2 minutes. We have BJ Gillespie, miscellaneous agenda item.
Well, Mrs. Tanguma, you started off your tenure with a unanimous vote of no confidence by the city council. Your unauthorized spending to the tune of, what was it, $40,000, the council approved. You're ending your tenure once again with questionable spending. It's been pretty much that way all the way through with you. And I hope the city council has gotten their fill of it and will actually address this. I think anything over the $100 that you were permitted to spend to write a check for without a second signature on a check, I hope it comes out of your pocket. It should. That's city money, that's taxpayer money. For those of us who pay taxes, yes, raise your eyebrows because you know what I'm talking about there. And that's all I have to say to you.
Thank you. We have a guest tonight, Leo Pacheco. He wants to say hello. You're running for one of our state representative spots. He's a candidate.
I'm a candidate for the 118 state legislature, and I just wanted to come here so that you can put a face to the name. And I also, well, I need to know where Sandy Oaks is. And I'm very pleased at how clean this city is, and I like the growth there right off the highway with the stores coming up. So I thank you all for that. So, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Item number 5, financial and budget report. The income and expenses will be reported by our city clerk, Catherine Yelton, in possible discussion.
As of September 30th, we had a beginning balance of $517,751.31. Cleared checks and payments of $32,008.39. Deposits and credits of $11,363.63, with a cleared balance of $497,106.55.
Okay. And then we have an ending balance.
Of $528,288.93.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? How did the $391.88 get put in there from buyer fund?
Catherine, deposits and credits, there's 3 items.
What's that?
Deposits,
Oh, the deposits and
What's that?
credits, that's where they had accidentally charged us taxes and I didn't catch it till
Okay.
after I paid it. So that's the
Okay.
refund.
I wanted to bring to attention also, Catherine Yelton, just an explanation so they'll know about the difficulties. We wrote a check for you for $3,385.71.
Correct.
Okay, so could you explain that, please?
That was, to do the GoDaddy, to, convert to Office 365 and renew our webpage. And for that dollar amount, they could not take a check over the phone.
So they don't take checks at all?
No.
Just credit
Not for
cards?
that dollar.
Some kind of credit cards, direct
Exactly.
withdrawal from a checking account maybe, or no?
No,
Just cards?
debit cards,
Okay. Thank
debit,
you.
credit.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Yes, I do. I have a question. Right here on 9/30/2018, check number 1835, under the unclear transactions, what was that $300 for?
I have an invoice for you.
I haven't been able to find an invoice or.
I have it here for you. Here you go, could you pass this down? Here's one for you. That was for deep cleaning for the restrooms at the city park on the date of the last day of September. We have your spray disinfection on walls for men and women's restrooms ×2. And then hand scrubbing all the walls for both bathrooms and also hand scrubbing floors for both bathrooms. We were using bleach, disinfectant, wiping down of everything, and basically sweeping and mopping as well. So that was a deep cleaning. Normally, that's not included in regular services for cleaning, but that was the charges that we have here.
Okay, does this person have insurance?
No, she does not.
Okay. Also, you said here men and women ×2. So actually, you're telling me that there was a man and this lady here was cleaning?
No, men's bathroom and women's
Oh, okay.
bathroom, so there's
Alright.
2 rooms.
Okay.
So she had to scrub both rooms.
And did you get an extra bid for it? A couple other bids?
I actually
before?
have a couple of other bids.
Did
One
you
was-
do it before you hired this lady? Did
Well, it was at the last hour when y'all decided, at the city council meeting, I wasn't here to open the park October 1st. I talked to Alderman Tremblay on Friday late. It was very late. It was at the last hour, and I told him that I knew somebody, that was on council previously that actually did that for professional services. So I went to go check. It
Okay.
was done Friday really late, maybe 4
But
o'clock,
you
5
could have
o'clock.
waited on Monday to get some bids, couldn't you?
You authorized the park to be open on Monday. I
Yeah,
was
but-
trying to keep a timeline.
Okay. And you paid this lady $300 for 2.5 hours of work, or less than 3 hours of work?
Have you ever scrubbed walls and floors?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so that's not usually, if you look under cleaning services for the different services they have, that's not included in regular cleaning. This is a deep cleaning, this is chemical cleaning. We had to use mask, and we had a chemical sprayer that we used.
Okay. So, she quoted you $300 for less than 2 hours of work, because you got here at 11:10, or a little bit before 11:10, you left at 1:48?
Law is helping though, but, just, who left? Me, her? Because I stayed pretty much throughout the evening.
Well, according to this, you disarmed the building at 11:10, and then you armed it back again at 1:48, so that's less than 3 hours.
Did I arm it again? Because I
Yes.
come back and forth.
I have it here.
Did I arm it again afterwards?
No.
Okay. then.
That was the only day that it was disarmed and armed. That was the only day.
And that was the only thing, okay. Any other questions?
Well, you still haven't answered my question. You could have waited till Monday. Why?
Could
did
you
you
wait
wait
till Monday? Did you wanna stop opening the park? You decided to open
The
October
park,
1st?
The restrooms were already scrubbed, they were sprayed down,
Uh,
and I went in there personally and looked at it myself. They didn't smell
Well,
that bad.
I haven't been involved in the park.
They were not that bad. It could have waited till Monday to get extra.
I haven't been involved with the park, happenings with Alderman Thomasini and Alderman Tremblay. I've never been asked to do something for the park. That was the only time that I was asked. It was at the late hour. He wanted to, not open the park. Alderman Tremblay,
Suggestion was to either close the restrooms totally
Right.
and not have them open, or put off opening the park, because we hadn't put the signs up either. There were things that hadn't been done, so my suggestion was to delay or put off opening the park, or not opening the restrooms, just close them and putting out of order signs.
so what's the problem, $100? I can pay the $100, I don't mind.
Actually, it's $200.
No, $200. She was authorized to do that, and it was more work than she had anticipated.
I'll pay the $100 because I'd rather a sanitary restroom that was disgusting be done thoroughly and efficiently, so it's easier to maintain and more affordable later on. So I vouch $100, I get paid
Did
for it.
you ask any of the other aldermen, because you had $100 cap?
Karen, you got the park open, that's what matters.
Okay, what was the question?
Did you
Yep.
ask the other
Point
aldermen
made,
if it
that's
was
what it
okay
was.
to go over the $100 limit that you're authorized to do?
Well, when we're in the middle of cleaning, and we're in the middle of it, and she's telling me it's gonna take a lot more than that, I went ahead and did a on-spot decision, so that was my on-spot decision. Thank you. Okay, are there any more questions? All right. Consent agenda, all matters listed under consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council of the city of Sandy Oaks and will be enacted by one motion. There will not be separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. A, approval of the minutes from the special city council meeting, July 26, 2018. B, approval of the minutes for the regular city council meeting, September 13, 2018. And approval of the minutes from the special city council meeting, September 27, 2018.
I move to approve the consent agenda as written.
Okay, I have a motion by Alderman Tremblay to approve the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a second? I have Alderman Rapino seconding the motion. Show of hands to approve this consent agenda. Unanimous? We're going to unfinished business. Item number 7, discuss and or possible action on adopting a corporate liability credit card and giving city clerk authority to complete and submit the application. I did want to ask her about, there is several times when you have to use a card, and GoDaddy is one of them. Also, if she wants to fill up the trucks with gas, she would have to use her own or write a check, things like that. And so it's a little convenient. The bank has, this had been on the agenda before, but the bank said it's common to have a corporate liability card. We can leave it with the secretary, the clerk. She gave authorization to use it. But there are occasions when she actually needs to have a card. Are there any discussion with this again?
I think it's a great idea, because the other vehicles are sitting on empty.
But we all know the problems because we all had to get reimbursed for our gas.
Exactly.
And so she can just keep them full with the
We
card.
just need to control who has authorization to use the card. Once we do get some public works employees or marshal, then certainly they need to be authorized so they can keep the vehicles fueled. So at this point, I would say the
The clerk.
secretary, the clerk,
Mhm.
and we can add employees as needed, as they'll be utilizing the vehicles more than we will. So that's,
More discussion, or is that a motion?
well, I move that we approve getting the corporate liability credit card with the secretary, city clerk as the only authorized user of the card.
Will Mrs. Tanguma have?
No, you're out of line. You're out of order.
They
You're out of
don't have order?
We have order.
But if
For
we,
this particular one, let them finish with their discussion, please, thank you.
would the clerk be the only one authorized to
Yes.
use it?
Yes. So she can go down and fill up vehicles until we do get a public works employee or a marshal. But yeah, she'd be the
Oh,
only.
just for right
Well,
now.
how about how about
Oh.
backup in case she's ill or in the hospital or something terrible on the road on the side of the flat?
Mayor Pro Tem. As- as
I've
the
had some
other-
experience with these cards.
Okay.
In my experience with the medical center. And they get co-opted frequently if you have a wide, the usage of the people that are authorized is wide, so you need to keep it to a few people. So
Well,
Well,
even,
yeah.
even though we don't have access to the card, at least the alderman can still write a check with 2 signatures for whatever their needs are. I'd be comfortable having the clerk. So you motioned?
The motion is to have to apply for the liability card with the secretary as the primary user and the mayor pro tem as well.
I'll second that motion. Okay, so we had a motion from Alderman Tremblay to go ahead and adopt a corporate liability credit card and give the city clerk authority to complete and submit the application. We have a second from Alderman Fillinger. Can I have a show of hands to go ahead and?
Well,
Excuse me, with the users being the clerk.
Oh, with the users
only
being the
authorized
clerk
users
and
being
the
clerk
backup being the
and
pro tem.
the mayor pro tem.
Is that all right?
if that's what the
That's the
council
motion.
agrees
Okay,
to.
would you like to agree to this?
Second?
Anybody raise your hands for? We need 2 people to, okay, unanimous. New business, we are going to go into executive session to deliberate the appointment, employment, and duties of public work employees pursuant to Government Code Section 551.074, personal matters. Also, are we doing 8 and 9 together? The executive sessions? We're gonna do executive session 9 as well to deliberate the appointment, employment, and duties of this city marshal pursuant to Government Code Section 551.074.
I'd also like to take 21 to executive session for consult with the attorney.
Okay, and also executive session, discussion, and possible action on the ordinance limiting the spending powers of the mayor. And the time is? And this would be under Texas Government Code, Section 551.071. And the time for adjournment to executive session is 6:48 PM.